Of his apartment. 6 a.m. Crap, that's me tomorrow. Apparently we take some sort of medication. FBI headquarters. Washington, D.C. 7:22 a.m. I don't know if this game has multiple endings. It could very easily have multiple endings. I don't know. They may or may not go for them depending on how interesting it is. Loading. It's going. My nose is all red. That's my buddy friend.
Hey, pal. So, tell me, how'd day number 1 at the FDI go? Everything you had hoped for?
Actually, I think it went pretty well.
All right. That's what I like to hear. Sorry, buddy. My phone's ringing off the hook here. I gotta run. But hey, great job. And, just keep plugging away, okay? I'm proud of you, Evan.
Thanks, Mike. Talk to you later.
Operator Tanner, Agent Pendle has an update on yesterday's case.
Fantastic.
I'll patch her through in a moment. But before I do, I wanted to let you know that from this point on, you'll talk to the agents directly. Time to cut the umbilical cord.
Already?
However, as your supervisor, I'll still be in the background monitoring your activity. Oh, I almost forgot. Our cybersecurity department is looking into this unfortunate matter with Hal. You can be assured that it won't happen again.
Fantastic. Cool. We'll catch Hal, won't we, sir?
Of course we will, operator. This is the FDI.
This is the FDI.
Good morning, Operator Tanner. So you remember
Morning,
Ray
Agent
Wells,
Penel.
right?
Ray Wells.
I say you had a long first day too. Wells is the shooter who killed Henry Jenkins.
Oh,
at the
yeah.
bar.
Yeah.
Using his license plate number obtained from the video analysis system, you were able to make a positive ID on him. So I checked out the address you gave me, but no sign of Wells. Then I get a call from Vice, and guess what? Wells was found dead in a downtown parking garage early this morning.
Really?
Point blank range. Now I'm working 2 homicides, and it's my first week. Welcome to the FDI, Alexandra. Anyway,
Yeah.
the garage has cameras, and I got some footage of Wells.
Oh,
That's the good
fantastic.
news. The bad news? I don't have all the footage. Sort of weird, but part of it is missing.
Has it been tampered with?
I don't know. Looks that way, doesn't it? I don't put much stock into conspiracies, but the timing is definitely suspicious. Anyway, think you could take a look? I'm looking for anything that's different between the first and second half of the surveillance footage. Apart from Wells ending up dead and the blood splatter on the pillar. Sorry for the vivid details.
Oh, well, I'm going to see it all anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, it gets a new folder? I'd rather have it, you know, the case. Yeah, I'd rather navigate with the cases than folders on my desktop, you know? And I can be like, oh, parking? Oh, hey, there, I got a camera. Then he's dead, right? Yep. There he is. He was single. No firearm license. We got all of his fingerprints. Ah, because he has a criminal record. Possession of drugs with intent to sell. He never learned his lesson. I mean, look at this. Find something different, huh? Light is on at the beginning of the video, but it's off. Oh, I was looking at the windshield. The light turned off in the
Look
second
at that.
part.
Give me a sec, operator. I'm gonna check this out. Well. I just found a bullet lodged in the light's framework. I'm sending you a photo. Can you run an analysis and tell me what kind of bullet I'm looking at?
Like a standard, yeah. Standard pistol. Where's my... Oh, it's in applications, that's what. A calculator. Who uses, like, the calculator on a computer? Does anyone do that? Does anyone actually use, like, the calculator app on your computer? Because I don't know about you, but I just immediately grab my phone to do calculations like that. Like, I've always used my phone for that sort of thing. And I think the reason why I do that is because I'm an engineer, and through, you know, college and whatnot, we had a physical calculator, which I do still have, and I do feel terribly bad that I don't use it more, but I just don't need that level of complexity. Most of the stuff I calculate is very simple. So I'm used to having to pick up something physical to do, like, calculations on, rather than on a computer screen, if I had to guess. Anyways, what was I doing? I was looking up the bullet. Oh, I guess I just said, here I was ready about to look up this bullet to see what guns it could belong to. Way more information than what the game was looking for.
45 caliber? I believe that's what the military and police use. Well, that's something anyway. Thanks for your help, operator. Appreciate it. If only we had all of the footage.
Good luck,
Anyway,
Pinot.
I should get back to the scene. Keep digging and see if you can find anything else about our perp.
Oh, I already called it a day. What's it? Hello. Oh no, not you. Hey, that stings. I thought you and I were becoming friends. Look, I had a deal to offer you. One I think you find interesting. What do you mean? You see, we share a common goal. You, me, and the FDI. You just don't know it yet. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'll help you with the Wells case, but you have to help me later on when I ask for it. Do we have ourselves a deal? Why would I help a criminal? Because, as I already said, we share a goal. And because, without my help, you and Agent Pinnell will never solve this case. Wells' killer will still be on the loose. And, sadly, you'll never climb the ranks of the FDI. How could you help me? I have access to the surveillance footage from the garage. I mean, all of the footage. How did you get it? I don't have time to go into the technical details. No offense, but you probably wouldn't understand anyways. I sincerely beg to differ. Sincerely beg to differ. Oh man. There's a part of me that really wants to, like, take it on, be like, yeah, let's do it, but I don't know what the consequences would be, you know? Is Hal really on my side? Various crimes of cyber terrorism committed against federal agencies and organizations. See, it just says various crimes of cyber terrorism committed against the federal government and other agencies. What specific crimes did he commit? Just hacking into a federal government agency? Sure, yeah, that's pretty bad. But, like, did he do anything? I guess it could be a female as well. Did they do anything with that information? Did they Like, what do they do specifically that was considered a cyber terrorism crime? Did they steal money? Did they corrupt files? Did they interrupt cases of some sort? Oh, I just realized the little bottom here. I can see all my stuff. I can like put this away and pull it up at any time. I'm so curious. I can't do anything illegal. We're gonna be goody two shoes. You won't be. I mean, apart from working with me. The world's most wanted hacker. I have no choice. I guess I'm working with him. Alright. Penel could use my help, so yes, she could. And you could be her knight in shining armor, Evan. So, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put this big, juicy missing part back in so you can watch it and solve this crime. I'll help you if you help me. But won't this look suspicious? If somebody asks how you got the missing footage, just say the analysis software restored it. It's supposed to be cutting edge anyway, right? So, do we have ourselves a deal? I won't do it. Oh, if I don't go with it, I feel like I have to play through this game a second time. But my buddy's the director. I would stab him in the back. I won't do it. Say, we have a deal, Hal. Well, never mind. I guess we're doing it. I thought here we'd have a branching moment. We don't have a branching moment. Oh, well, fine. Whatever. I need you to say it, Evan. Say we have a deal, Hal. We have a deal, Hal. Good. Now give me a few seconds to run my script. Turning down port? Uh-oh. I think it just opened direct connection to send the files. Done. Totally. He totally has like some kind of malware or something on the files he just sent me. There's no way he does it. I mean, well, then again, he's already in my system, so I guess what more does he need to send me? Alright, the missing footage has been magically restored. I hope you have your popcorn ready. I'll be back a little later to collect my debt, Evan. Until then. There he goes! We don't really have a license plate view, so there's no way it's gonna get anything off of that. I can't believe it did. No match.
I see that you ran the facial recognition software, and 0 matches turned up, operator. That's unusual. In fact, it shouldn't even be possible. Our FDI databases are exhaustive. I'll flag this issue for later, but go ahead and share the image with Agent Pendle.
Impossible. I have an image of the Wells killer.
Wait, I don't understand. How did you get this?
Our software recovered the missing part.
Well, this is huge. Thanks, Tanner. I'll canvass the area immediately. Maybe someone has seen our Prince Charming. I'll talk to you later. And thanks again.
Just doing my job, Agent. I don't know. I don't know if this game has branching stories. It may have like a very branching end, but I don't know if it's gonna be that in depth of because I said this phrase instead of this phrase, I get a drastically different ending. Now about that debt, Evan, already. Go ahead, Hal. I'm listening. Good. Now I'm going to connect you to another FDI agent. Her name is Catherine Anders. Just listen to what she has to say. Open your terminal and type the following command. Can I copy? I cannot. Oh, lame! No secure is wild.
Hello, Operator Tanner. Hal told me that you'd be calling.
Ow! Look, I had a choice.
Look, I get it. Hal can be a world-class pain. Okay, I'll try to keep this short. About a month ago, I started working on a missing persons case. A woman reported that her husband had been gone for over 48 hours. Almost right away, the case felt different. Red tape all over the place. An unusual lack of cooperation from my superiors and colleagues. Unanswered calls. Suddenly, the FBI felt like the most incompetent department in the country. After an almost endless game of phone tag, I finally managed to get an appointment with a superior. The plan was to sit down and talk about the case first thing Monday morning. That Sunday night, I'm awoken by a phone call. The woman's apartment has burned to the ground. And the woman, what's left of her anyway, has been found dead in the ashes.
So then what did you do?
So I started looking into the fire, of course. I couldn't help myself. Plus, I felt like I owed it to Mia. That was the woman's name. Mia
I figured
Cole.
as much.
Anyway, it wasn't long before my superiors found out and pressured me to stop. They told me the fire had been ruled accidental, the result of faulty wiring in her oven. They told me I was wasting my time and precious FDI resources by looking into it, and said if I continued, I'd end up pushing papers in a basement somewhere. But that fire, Operator Tanner, that fire was no accident. I can feel it. Mia was murdered. I just have to prove it. That's where I'm hoping you can help me.
Why would hell help you with this?
I'm sorry, but I can't really go into that. Not now, anyway. You just have to trust me.
All right.
Search them in the human DB. The husband's name is Sasha. Sasha and Mia Cole. Please.
Huh. I don't have the clearance level.
Just another coincidence, right? Look,
Not necessarily.
I don't know why, but someone doesn't want us looking into Sasha and Mia Cole. But we have to, Operator Tanner. It's our job. Who's going to do it if we don't? Can you
Mysteries of what?
Mia's fire
Mysteries!
wasn't an accident?
Mysteries! How can we access our case
You'll
files?
take a look then? Oh, thank you. As far as how to access the case files, that's not really my area of expertise. But you can ask Hal.
How can I access the case files? Funny, I was just working on this very thing. So it looks like I could give you direct access to the files. But I found a bug in the chat. You could be able to eject a query that'll get you in. Just type this. God. Are they all the same, or is there slight differences? It's not the first one. 2.
Despite being, well, a thorn in the side, you have to admit Hal gets results.
Oh yeah, he's clearly a hacker. A ring. A wedding picture. Yeah, but notice the man is burnt out on this. Ash sample. Chemical and analyzer. You have opened a chemical sample. We have automatically given you access to the CSLCA data report application. You can find it with the other applications at the top left menu. Please review the user manual related to the chemicals analysis process before proceeding. You can find it here. Oh, let's see. This manual designed to provide you with information on how to use it. Open the sample in the dedicated scan software. Input the appropriate setting for your sample. Use the formulas found thereafter. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, wait. Input the samples. Start the analysis process. Note that this may take some time. Once the analysis is complete, input the results. Analysis. Okay. Ion size. Zero. Oh, God. Look, I have a 4K monitor at work. I don't know what monitor size this is, but it's too small. It's way too small. I need a bigger monitor for this because Jesus Christ. I would have the manual open up this part, the sample open up down here, and then this thing open up over here so I can search these and use these at the same time and not have to go do it. Ion size will be set to 2. For a liquid sample, for a solid sample, ion size. Whale. 6. Let's write some stuff down, huh? Yes, I could use the notepad in-game, but I already established I don't have the monitor space for such a luxury. So instead, I'm going to use the monitor space of the notepad. This sticky note. I was like, wait a minute, it's the same thing, technically speaking. But I'm using my sticky note as the monitor size extender. All right. We'll give you the result of the analysis, a frequent response curve, and typical sample characteristics such as pH, radioactivity, etc. Those values are going to be in this report. These spikes will tell me stuff. They'll tell me like the pH, the materials, whatnot. But open the data software and input the CCVT, pH, and frequencies in order to calculate the exact composition of the sample. The response frequencies must be entered from the highest to lowest intensity spike. They must be between 1 and 5 spikes that are higher than the threshold, represent the red area. You can use the mouse pointer to calculate the frequency. And then give me some LCA specifications. I don't know what version of the software I'm using though. Okay, well, the ion size is 6 because it is non-organic and it's a solid. The matrix size, I guess. Oh, here it is. That's a 5. Delta V. Here's where I'm going to need to start using my calculator on my phone. 4.2 for organic. Non-organic. It's non-organic. 100. Well, that's easy. That's just 420. Of course it is. The threshold for a solid is half of that, so 210. And then finally, the matrix size. Good. Results. So then, highest to lowest. I enter that in here. 9.29. I'm not... Jesus. 9.27. Ooh. Ooh. I guess it has a, you know, plus or minus 1.5, so I guess if I'm close enough, I'm close enough. 2.45. 1.53. 10.60. That's it. Oh, sorry. 901, and the pH of it is 6.5. Wood, gasoline, Other non-identifiable residue, about 5%. Gasoline. What's gasoline doing in a house? There was traces of gasoline. Jeez, it took forever.
You know what? This was no accident. Someone started this fire and killed Mia. But why?
What are you gonna do now?
Maybe I'll end up at a desk in a dark basement somewhere, but I'm going to keep digging into this. It matters to me.
Why is it so important?
I grew to know her. Mia, I mean. With our line of work, you try not to get emotionally involved. That's what they teach you at the academy anyway. Almost from the start. And usually, I can turn the switch off.
Help! Help! I'm zoning out! I'm listening!
I just never could. She wanted to be a singer, she told me. That was her dream. And I'm not exactly an expert, but she did have a...
Someone put LCD in my computer! What's going on?
Someone killed them, Operator Tanner. Someone killed Mia and her baby. Are you still there?
Yes, I am still here.
Oh. Anyway, thanks, Operator. Because of you, I finally have proof. Knowing Hal, well, as much as someone can know Hal, I have a feeling this won't be the last time you and me work together.
Good luck, Agent Edgers. Let's show a little bit more personality at this job. So, you found evidence that proving the fire wasn't an accident. Well done, Evan. Maybe there's hope for you yet. The way the FBI has handled the cold case, it's strange, don't you think? It does seem suspicious, yes. Yeah, it does. I just don't know what they're hiding or why. Look, I know you probably still don't trust me. I'm on the FBI's most wanted list. I hacked into your computer. I get it. But tell me something. Why would I bother going to the trouble of working with a low-level FBI employee? Sorry, if I didn't have a good reason. Well, it's actually very simple. If you want to hack into a corporation or company, you target the lowest level employee because they're most susceptible to something like that. Any foothold in the door is a foothold. Sure, it's not going to give you the best access in the world, but it's a starting point. I have literally no idea how. Maybe you're thinking about turning me in to get that reward, but it's too late. You're in too deep.
Operator Tanner, can I have a word?
Of course.
I see that you've been looking into the database entries for Mia and Sasha Cole. You want to tell me why?
Hal made me do it, sir.
I see. I should have guessed Hal might be involved. This lowlife has been making our lives very difficult lately here at the department. But we're working with our cybersecurity team. We'll catch Hal soon enough.
I like
In the
Mike.
meantime,
I want to.
and this
Good.
is very important. If you hear anything else about the Coles, you come to me right away. Understood?
What's the big deal about him?
Oh, there's no deal, Evan. It's just highly confidential.
Oh, okay.
Classified. And way above your pay grade.
Fair
I'm
enough.
sure you understand.
Of course. I understand.
I'll talk to you later.
You shouldn't have done that, Evan. Bad choice. Looking for you. You held up your end of the bargain. But looking into the Mia fire. You don't scare me, Hal. This is gonna end badly. Apparently, a game called it bad choice. Oh. Mike and I are buddies. I can't stab my friend in the back for some random hacker. Is this where I get stabbed and I die or something? Oh, wow.
So who the hell am I talking to this time?
It's still me. This is still operator.
The same operator Tanner from before?
Yes, Agent Walker.
Good. You haven't been fired. I was afraid I'd have to explain this goddamn case all over again. I went back to where Connie said she took the photo in the desert. You remember, right? Where
Course.
she said this, flying saucer supposedly landed. I didn't find a flying saucer or any aliens breathing their last wheezy breaths or anything like that. But I did find something else.
Something disturbing? The desert heat. No, we're not that friendly yet. We're not good enough terms with him yet. Maybe by the third call we could do something more like that, but...
You could say that. You could definitely say that. I found stones. A bunch of stones lying there on the surface of the sand. I'm no geologist.
Okay.
They look funny to me. Like they'd been moved. Put there for a reason.
There are such things as
I
moving
call it
rocks
in,
across the desert
because
like
I'm
that.
sure as hell not gonna dig myself, Tanner. Not in this suit. A team arrives an hour later, and they start digging. Sure enough, under one of the stones, they find a body.
Ooh.
In bad state of decomp. They dig under another stone. And lo and behold, this time they find an entire skeleton. Turns out, we're standing on some sort of desert graveyard.
How many corpses are out there?
Hard to say, but I counted more than 100 stones. If they're all grave markers, well, I'll let you do the math.
On the body and the skeleton?
Yeah, messed up, right? And judging by the size of the skeleton, it belonged to someone young, Tanner. Real young. Look, I won't beat around the bush. The medical examiner has finished a preliminary report on the skeleton, and they found what they believe is a photo of the victim in the sand, buried there by the bones. Never seen that before. Any chance you can take a look at all this and get me an ID, Tanner?
Sure. Sir,
Let
agent.
me send you the files.
Slow today, huh?
Taking a while.
Yeah, I
Hard to
see that.
access satellite out here in Roswell. I mean, Dryfield. Okay. Looks like it went through. About goddamn time.
The skeleton appears to be female, estimated at 9 years of age. Starting the examination now. Initial observations show well-preserved and intact bones. No visible signs of trauma or damage. The subject is missing her left incisor. The rest of the dentition looks good. No decay or disease is present. Moving on. Here's something interesting. One of the metacarpal bones on her left hand, the metacarpal 3, has a slight curvature. You don't see that a lot. So, to summarize, the subject appears to have been a female, approximately 9 years of age, with a missing left incisor tooth and a slight curvature in the metacarpal 3 in her left hand. Based on the level of decomposition, the body appears to have been buried for approximately 6 to 8 months. Further testing and analysis is needed to determine the cause of death.
Gotta use our sample thing again. Photo. Welcome to the facility, Gabby. You're in good hands now. Sincerely, Dr. Jenkins. Dead. Where you work, Dr. Jenkins? Research director, huh? Do I have anything that can look into that? Car database? No. I don't really have much to go off of, game. Gabby Bruce and Gabby Mills. Nine years old. Let's look up the other one before we jump to conclusions. Because I'm willing to bet this other Gabby's also 9 years old. Nope. No! No!
Jenkins. That
No.
name rings a bell, operator.
No.
Check the other cases for anything possibly related to him. Maybe there's a clue in there tied to the girl.
I misclicked! Yeah, here. Her name is Gabby
How
Bruce.
did you find this, Tanner?
Her name is on the list for her case.
Just when you think this case can't get any weirder, that's exactly what it does. But I need concrete proof it's her. Got anything else in your bag of tricks?
No evidence. Fair enough.
I'll be damned.
Jill bone growth.
9 years old, Tanner. Breaks your goddamn heart. What the hell is going on out here? And what's a connection to Connie? Okay, the examiner has just finished processing the second body I was telling you about. The one in the advanced state of decay. Let's see here. Adult male, early 60s. Ah, they got an ID on him. Quentin Spence. Want to see if that name is on your magical list too?
Find Quinn Spence on the list. I love that. That was the bar, right? Yes. Sure is. Yeah, he's here.
So there's definitely a link. I see some of the names have been crossed out. Can you figure out what that business means?
Well, let's look up. Cross out means the person's missing.
Must be about 100 names like that. That number matches the stones. God damn. And if I was a gambling man, I'd say the circled persons are still alive. Like our Connie. There's something else about Spence, Tanner.
What's that?
They found him buried in a lab coat. With some, you're never gonna guess. Floppy disk sewn into one of the pockets. Remember what I said about this case getting weirder and weirder?
That is very
And the second
strange.
disk password protected. Open that second floppy disk and give me an address tied to Spence. Something I can look into. I'm getting a little restless with you doing all the work. The operator program. Oh, I'm sending everything your way. There you
Ding.
go.
Muffin way. Oh, okay, cool. Don't you dare be like, oh, maybe you need some help. Maybe you need a little help. No, I'm just doing something. Oh, I see. There's a floppy disk here. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is a lot. On arrival at the bottom of the facilities, warning agreed by Dr. Jason himself. How fortunate I am to work with such passionate talented scientists, even if in a subsidiary role. Dr. Drake has explained that he would be heading up a trial involving FMP-1138, a key compound in his research project, although he did not disclose much. I have the impression that the project is shrouded in secrecy. It appears to be of great importance. The trials, which are scheduled to commence in a few days, once I am well versed with the subjects and the procedures are in place, Dr. Iles, I guess, the facility director, informs me our work has the potential to significantly enhance the well-being of the patients who are dead, who have been selected specifically for our research. The facility itself has been constructed for this purpose alone. Although I am unaware of the project's source of funding, there appears to be no shortage of resources. I'm truly optimistic about our research and will make profound differences in the boundaries of scientific knowledge. And push boundaries, that's for sure. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, let's just go down the list. The AMPA receptor is a critical component of extraordinary synthetic transmission and plasticity in the brain as a glutamate-gated ion channel. It meditates fast symbiotic transmission and contributes to the symbiotic plasticity by modulating the strength of the I don't think that's synaptic. That's the word. It was like symbiotic does not make sense. Synaptic connections between neurons. Dysfunctional of AMPA receptors have been implicit in various neurological and psychotic disorders, including Alzheimer's disease, depression, and schizophrenia. That was the roughest paragraph I think I've read in a long time. Selective AMPA receptors potentiometers represent a promising class of compounds for the treatment of these disorders as they enhance AMPA receptor function and improve synaptic plasticity. Okay, it's going on a bunch of jargon about this guy. To unlock the full potential. Interesting. I found that FMP-113 improved cognitive function in a mouse model of Alzheimer's. Mice can get Alzheimer's? Yes, it is a brain disorder, but it's strange. Specifically, when we observed the FMP-113 treatment, mice performed better in spatial memory tasks compared to control mice. Additionally, we found that FMP-1138 treated mice had increased dendritic spine density in the hippocampus, a brain region critical for learning and memory. Taken together, our findings suggest that FMP represents a promising therapeutic agent for the treatment of neurological and psychiatric disorders criticized by impairment in neurological connectivity and plasticity. Furthermore, preclinical and clinical studies are warranted to elevate the safety and effectivity of FMP in humans. Need this. The results demonstrate that FMP significantly increased the frequency and amplitude of EPSCs, indicating an enhancement of synaptic transmission. These findings suggest that FMP has the potential to improve neurological connectivity and plasticity, which could have implications for the treatment of neurological and myotonic disorders characterized by synaptic dysfunction. The graph displays the result of the study The graph displays the result of a study investigating the effects of FMP on synaptic connectivity in Verto. This study aimed to explore whether FMP could enhance synaptic transmission and promote the formation of new synapses. The graph shows the mean frequency and amplitude of the excitatory postsynaptic currents, EPSCs, in cultured neurons under controlled conditions and after treatment with FMP. The results demonstrate that FMP significantly increased the frequency and amplitude of EPSCs, indicating the enhancement of synaptic transmission. These findings suggest that FMP has the potential to improve neurological connectivity and plasticity. Unlike Dr. Isles, in this result paper, I will use the little Endurian standard. Not sure what that means. Before FMP, after FMP.
Autopsy report of a male, approximately late 50s, early 60s. Initial observations show no sign of trauma or blunt force injury. Similar to the first remains found. The decedent appears to be wearing some kind of lab coat. Starting the external examination now. Excellent dentition. The decedent is wearing some kind of badge. Let me put this to the side. Abdomen seems healthy, with no signs of trauma or injuries. The lab coat seems to contain a hidden pocket. There's something inside. It's sewn shut. I'll open this with my scalpel. There. There appear to be 2 floppy disks inside the pocket. Strange. In my estimate, the body has been buried for approximately 2 to 3 months, based on the level of decomposition. At this point, the cause of death is uncertain. Further testing and analysis is needed, including toxicology reports, before I can provide a conclusive determination.
Okay. To lock the files, use... Holy mother of pearl, do I feel smart as hell. I was looking at the picture and I'm like, this has to be related somehow. And I saw this and I'm like, that makes no sense. There's no hertz. I don't have a sample or anything. And then I was like, does the other file have anything? I didn't even register this when I was looking through it. Okay. Give her that. 105. E-N-D-I-A-N. If you're reading this, it means I'm no longer living, that I have been buried in dry field desert like the other subjects. I implore you, whoever you are, to share my story with whoever can make things right. My name is Quinston Spence. I was head of operations at the BioM facility. I am writing this letter because I'm about to resign from a job that one cannot simply resign from. As per protocol, I will most likely be sent to the desert burial site with all my belongings. I deserve this punishment. I'm so sick. I am sick. So sick of everything that we've done, supposedly in the name of silence. If you have found me, then I assure you, you have found the others too. Every person buried here in this sand is a Project Eve test subject. Eve was led by Dr. Henry Jenkins. I am not trying to shift the blame onto him. I bear my share of responsibility in this matter. While our intentions were noble, at least in the beginning, I am now see that we went too far, and I am ready and willing to face whatever punishment awaits me in the next world. You have found this document, but perhaps the contents of my lab coat pocket remain undiscovered. Perhaps they could not crack the code necessary to open the floppy disk. Maybe they assume the floppy disk contained my research paper. Regardless, what truly matters now is you. You have the power to stop this. Please do not be a coward as I was. Quentin. I'll probably not have clearance for this, but we could try. Spence. Spence worked at Biome facility. It's here.
Go to your operator head, but that was actually somewhat impressive, Tanner. The address you sent, it's not far from here. I'll check it out first thing in the morning. Tonight, I think I'll help the team exhume the rest of these bodies. Screw the suit. God help us, Tanner. God help every single one of us.
Contact me tomorrow, Walker. Well, that was my second day on the job. Time for the blurry walk home.
poking around, asking too many questions. He's going to expose us all if you don't rein him in. Yes, his shift is over, yes. All right, yeah, fine. We'll talk later. Bye.
But it's gonna be talking about me? I don't know. I don't know. It could have just been a coincidence, you know? Cat! Oh my god, if the cat dies, I'm gonna effing lose it. Kitty food? Sitting on bed?